everybody. So I want to say hi again to our online audience. We're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm Sky Bodie with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I'm a licensed real estate agent for all of Minnesota, and I generally work in the Twin Cities area. So I just want to go ahead and get started with our search. So typically when we enter the process, you come into real estate usually through a real estate agent, generally maybe an open house, or maybe you were kind of clicking online, maybe on realtor.com or Zillow, and you might have clicked one of those contact me buttons. So at this point we may have met in a coffee shop or through some other means, whether you're my neighbor or a friend. And so typically we get started just by kind of assessing your buyer needs and kind of talking about what our process typically looks like. So most people might think that it's fairly quick, but in actuality it may take somewhere between 8 to 12 weeks to get started with your home search process. Once you've actually found a house, then that's a shorter timeline. We're talking maybe 6 to 8 weeks, something in that nature. But it's generally from there, it's generally a fairly fast process. So what are the advantages? Why might you want to enter this home buying craziness that we all represent? There's so many things that are positive. There's just the fact that you can customize it to your liking and really make it your own. Then there's all the tax benefits and claiming your mortgage interest on your taxes and perhaps getting a bonus at the end of the year is obviously always helpful. And there's just a lot of reasons that you might do that. Maybe you're just trying to use it as a step stool to get into that next home. So maybe you start out with a condo or a townhouse to maybe earn a little bit of equity in the home so that you can step into that next larger single family home. Walking through our process, assuming that you've connected with a real estate agent, then as we step through our process, I might connect you with a lender. We might start talking about what kind of cash do you have on hand towards a down payment, or what would your financing needs be? Are you paying for this all in cash? Most people are taking out a loan, so at that point I'm probably going to connect you with a mortgage professional and get you started with that initial counseling process. Once he gets you pre-qualified, now we're going to take a look at, okay, where is that house for you? What's that hot spot for you in town? Where do you work? Is there a gym that you belong to? Where is your family? Who are those people that you're trying to connect with on a regular basis? And then once we kind of plot that out, and we will literally plot that out in dots on a map, we're going to try and streamline your search to that general vicinity. I'm going to try and show you some of this, but keep in mind it is a little tricky when we're dealing with trying to show it to you online. Okay, and that's not going to show it to us, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is just kind of talk about briefly what that might look like. So let's say that we found a house and we're looking at it. We might look at some of the features. Does it have the bedrooms that you need? As we're looking at the pictures of the home, what kind of finishes are you looking for? Are you looking for a certain style? Might that be a rambler, townhouse? What kind of home are we really looking for? An example that we're using and talking about today, we are actually talking about a rambler. This is a 6-bedroom, 3-bath home. It has a lot of updates. This was actually a recent purchase, somebody that simply changed their mind about what their needs were. So it has a lot of updates. It's got granite countertops. We've got our updated flooring throughout, even updated mechanicals like our water heater are included in this home. So we might look at some of those features that you're looking for and how that, some of the example properties might need your specific needs. Do you need a yard? Do you have pets? Are there kids that we're trying to, keep in a more, standard lawn, with grass and, possibly a fence? What are your amenities? Are you looking for schools nearby? We're looking to keep you in a specific school district. And then we might look at some of the things that your inspector or maybe your insurance agent might ask you, like, what is the age of the mechanicals? Did anybody, has anybody touched this roof in the last 10 years? What kind of updating have they been doing to this house to maintain it properly? And has it been maintained properly? And that's where we're going to kind of bring in some other industry professionals to take a deeper look at it if that really is something that you're interested in. But from that point on, we're really going to get out and look at some homes. We're going to drive around the neighborhoods. We might even take a peek at, some schools or just the general vicinity of where they are. located, near this home. And then we're gonna start to look at narrowing down your price range, what type of, amenities do we need to adhere to for your mortgage. Maybe there's some association dues that are due on a monthly basis that might be included as part of that qualification process. So that's just kind of a snapshot of what we might do when we're jumping into that actual home search. But now I'm going to go ahead and pass you off to Matty Bajoram with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants to tell you more about his process. Thank you, everybody.